Tropical Depression 16 is still moving through the Gulf of Mexico, and it's moving very quickly. I do think this has potential to become a tropical storm later today or a subtropical cyclone. The reason I'm leaning towards subtropical cyclone instead is because if you look at this rotation, it's kind of developing a tail that is actually a cold front that might be developing with it. And if that happens, it's not going to be a classical tropical storm, but we can still expect the same kind of impacts here in middle Georgia. Now, with the speed it's moving, I do think it's going to be in Panama City at some point early tomorrow morning, where it could potentially have wind gusts around 50 miles per hour. So whenever Nestor passes them by, I do think by the time it gets to us here in Macon, strong winds is still something we're going to be keeping an eye on. In fact, our wind gusts could be as high as 45 miles per hour. That is going to be tropical storm force winds, but consistent tropical storm force winds are not expected here in the mid-state. Those are going to be staying towards the south. I think the furthest north those will get is going to be Albany, Georgia. Whenever these systems pass on land, they tend to lose a lot of strength, and that's going to happen very quickly with this one. Now, I think the strongest time for our winds is going to be tomorrow in the middle of the afternoon. 3 to 4 o'clock, that's the time to watch out for. Everyone should begin to clear on out by about 8 or 9, and we're going to have a great Sunday after that with plenty of sunshine and only some small rain chances during the afternoon. But at least for the rain chances on a Saturday, we're going to have about 1 to 2 inches across the area, a little bit more as expected, closer towards America's St. Cordele. But for Macon, I think about 1.5 inches is going to be the most you can expect there, and I do think some spots like McRae could potentially see even more as well. So aside from the wind and the rain, can't rule out the possibility of some small tornadoes developing. I do think if that happens, there'll be some very small spin-ups, but as of right now, those are much more likely on the border of Florida and Georgia as opposed to us here in middle Georgia.